Welcome to the 7th chapter of the Book of Nehemiah. Quite a long chapter, most of it taken up by names of places and people and a lot of numbers. Now, you may say, well, this is really going to be boring, so let's just bail and skip over it. But if you really enjoy learning about the Bible, then realize the strength of the Greek, then you might want to stay tuned to this chapter because we're going to go through and explain the numbering in the Greek Bible. And so I think this will really help by example rather than by just trying to put up a graph and have everybody learn it. So as we go through here, I'll be pointing this out once we get to these numbers. As you can see, there's a chart here on the right. And it begins, and it came to pass when the wall was built, and I set the doors and numbered the gatekeepers and the singers and the Levites, and gave charge to Ananiah my brother, and to Ananiah the ruler of the palace in Jerusalem. Well, now they're the same spelling. I'm not sure if that his brother was the ruler of the palace in Jerusalem or if that was a different Ananiah the people at that time may have known. But for he was a true man, as a true man, and one fearing, there's the phobia, fearing theo, God, theology, hyper, more than many. That I said to them, the gates of Jerusalem shall not be opened until at the same time the sun rises. So at nighttime they'll be closed. I'm sure they have a watch there for let people in and out when they did need to go in and out. And while they are still vigilant, let the doors be locked and be safeguarded. Now, being vigilant probably means at nighttime when they're still awake, then they'll lock the doors and let them be, keep the people that shouldn't be there out. And you set advance guards of ones living in Jerusalem, a man at his own post and a man before his own house. So these were guards in different times. It doesn't say, but probably in the evening and the nighttime. And the city was spacious and great, and the people were few in it. So these few people were the ones that built the wall, and in the temple, I think, was built first, if I'm not mistaken. And there were not houses having been built. So they were working on the house of God and the temple. Today, Israel became a nation in 48, and it's just the opposite. They're working on all their houses, and then they work on the walls of Jerusalem, but they still haven't built the temple. And God put it into my heart, and I gathered the important ones, and the archontos, an archon, a ruler, and the people into groups. Synodias. We have a synod, if a grouping of people in the theological world. The synods were, I grew up in the Lutheran church, and so I went to the Missouri Synod in St. Louis, went to Lutheran grade school, high school. I'm no longer attached to any denomination, but that's what I grew up. And so that's where that word, I'm familiar with it because of the Missouri Synod. And I found a viblion, a scroll of the group which ascended at first, and I found things being written in it. Now, apparently, these are the things that were written when they first came. It was basically a genealogy. These are the sons of the place ascending from the captivity of the resettlement, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, resettled. That's probably in Babylon, maybe other places. And they returned into Jerusalem and into Judah, every man into his own city. So they didn't all come back to Jerusalem. Many went to the towns that their families had left. And the same with the Jews before 1948. Many of them had come back and were buying land and living there among the Muslims. The ones coming with Zerubbabel and Isu, that's Jesus. Again, remember I mentioned earlier, whenever you see this, it's Joshua, and they call it in the King James Joshua, in the book of Isu, Joshua, and then here is Yeshua in the King James, and then in New Testament it's Jesus, but it's all the same Greek word. And the ones coming, and Nehemiah, probably the author here, Azariah, and Re'elamai, Nemani, Mardocheos. Now this is Mordecai of Esther, could possibly be. Valsan, Masfarath, Vogudhiah, Naum, Vanah, and Masfar, men of the people of Israel. Now the sons of Phoros, now here we get into I'm not exactly sure if this is a person or a place. I think these are places, but I could be wrong. Some of them, I don't know. It gets kind of confusing, but here's where here's where the numbering begins. Now, a key to these is to these four Greek words right here are the key to understanding, and then these. These are basically the words you need to know, and you'll have all the numbering down instead of having to learn all this convoluted every word. 1, Enna, 2, Theo, 3, Tria, in masculine and neuter, and masculine and feminine is Tris. Tessara is 4, neuter, and then Tessaris, masculine and feminine. And Pente 5, X 6, Epta 7, Octo 8, Enea 9, Deca 10. We have a decade. And then whenever we see the onta, that's in the it's in the like 20 and up into 100, and then 100 after the 100. Whenever it's 100, it's called kosii. So whenever you see that, we'll go through that. And if it's helii, 1,000, I think there should be a I can't change it here. It should be a he, which looks like an X. And then myrias is 10,000. Later, or not later, but we're not going into the ordinals, which would be like protos, the word protos, which means first, and then second, third, fourth, and so forth. And also the letters of the Greek alphabet. A is 1, B, alpha is 1, Vita is 2, Gamma 3, Delta 4, and so forth. We're not going into those. And here's a great place if you want to go and see how this all in depth. You can go in the Safari, and here it is right here. I have that, and it goes into the numerals ad infinitum. It's fantastic. I ran across it, just the Lord provided it. So whoever put this together did a fantastic job. If you go through here, then you'll pretty well understand all about the numbers, and more so because a lot of this you don't need because we're only dealing with the Bible. So that is that place that you can go to, and it's right down here, www.foundalese.com/LAN/GRKNUM.HTM. So there it is. Now, let's go through and see if we can figure all these out. You can cover up your right-hand side and then look. So what do we have here? The skilii. Thy comes from the theo. So it's 2. And what's the kilii? Go down here. Kilii is 1,000. So it's 2,000. The skilii. Ekaton is, there's now we get starting with the katan. Konta. Hekaton is 100. But then kosia after that. 72. Konta. So we have everything in the 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and so forth. And then 2. And the eb the 70, and then the konta at the end of it means 70. So its ebdomi is 7, because you can go up here and epta. Well, that's a 70. 7 ebdomas. And how does that relate to 7, which is epta? I'm not sure. I forgot the ebdoma, but it's 70. So that should be here also. Sons of Saphatia, Tria, there we have 3. Kosii, and down here is 100, 300. Ebdomia, again 70. Konta, and then Theo, we have the Theo is 2, so it's 72. And then sons of Ira, Exakosii, so the X is 6, and Kosii is 100, 600. And then Penta Konta Theo, so we look at the Pente, we know that's 5, and the Konta makes it 100, so it's 500, and Theo is 2. 600, I'm sorry, and 52. Pente is 5, with the Konta would make it 50, right, and 2. So the 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, I guess, would be the Konta. So I should put that in there, but 20, well, let me see if I can get that in there. Text, 20, 30. Oh, I got the wrong computer, the wrong keyboard again. 30, 40, F-O-R-T-Y, 40, 50, and so forth. Okay, now sons of Faath, Moab, and that's a place, with the sons of Isu and Eoab, the Skilii. So the is 2, and Heli is 1,000. So we also have a the up here. Let's put that in there. The. And then we have Penteconta, so we know the Pente Conta is would be 50, and Tesarus is a 4. There it is right there, 4. 54. Sons of Zathua, then we got Okta, so we go down here. Okta is, that should be Octo, and that's Octo. I got that misspelled. OKTO, Octo. Okta Kosii, the Kosii is 100. 800, and Tessera, there's that Tessera is 4. Konta, Tessera, so it makes it 40, and Pente, 5. 45. And sons of Zaku, Epta Kosii, so Epta, 7. Kosii is 100, 700. Exikonta, the Konta makes it 60 with the X, 6. So Konta makes it TY. Sons of Banui, Exakosii, so we have 6 and 100. Tessera Konta, so now we got Tessera is 40, and Okto, 8. Sons of Vivai, 600, 28. Sons of Azgad, now, so let's go to this one. The Skili, the is 2, die, and Heli is 1,000, 2,000. Tria Kosii, Tria is 3, Kosii is 100, 300, and Ekosi, Theo, Ekosi is 20. No, it doesn't have Ekosi, doesn't have 20. Ekosi is 22. I got to remember how to check that one out. Sons of Adonikam, so Ekosi, 20. Ekosi is 100. 102, is that, did I do that wrong? 300? I don't think so, but I'll have to check that one out. Let me highlight highlight that one. I don't know where I'm going to highlight it at. I'm learning as you are. So, 22. There. And sons of Adonikam, Exa, so we have 6. Kosii is 100. And Exikonta is 60. Konta, 6. Exikonta, Epta is 7. Epta is right there, 7. Sons of Vagui, 2,000. Exikonta, 60. Epta, 7. Sons of Ethan, Exakosii, Pentikonta, Pente. So Pentikonta is 50. We know that Konta and the 50 with a 5, 55. Sons of Atir, to Ezekiah. Now we got an Enani Konta Okto. So Enia is 9. Konta, so 90, because it's a Konta. Konta, and then Okto is 8. Okto, 8. Sons of Isam, Triakosii, 328. Sons of Vesai, 324. Sons of Arib, a hecaton is 100. So these are the hundreds, but the 100 itself is an hecaton. Hecaton. Decadual. So deca is 10 and 2 is 12. So deca, there's 10, and theo is 2. Deca, theo is 12. Sons of Asen, Theakosii, 223. Sons of Gavaon, Anania, there it is, again the 9 with the onta, 90 and 5. Sons of Vaithalim, Bethlehem, and Netophathi, 100, and Ecositris. Ecosi is 20. So Ecosi and Ekaton, you have to remember those. Ecosi and Ekaton are a little different. Sons of Anathoth, Ekaton, 100. Ecosiocto. Ecosi is 20 and 8. Sons of Azamoth, Min, Andres, Tessera Conta Theo, Tesseras for the 4, and then the Conta, 42. Men of Kariathiarim, the place, Kaphirah, and Viroth, 743. Men of Aramah and Gava'ah, 621. Men of Machimas, 122. Men of Vithiel and Ai, Hecaton, Ecositris. Ecosi is 20, and then the 3. Men of Nabah, Etero, the other Nebo or outer Nebo, Penteconta, 52. Sons of Ilam, Eteru, the other Ilam, Heli, 1,000, there it is right there, and I see should be a he. Theakosii, 200. There's the Kosii with the theo, Kosi or thea. Penticonta Tesserus, we have Penti is 5 and Conta 54. Sons of Iram, 320. Sons of Eriko, 345. Sons of Ladadi and Ano, 721. Epta Kosii, Epta 7, and the Kosii, 100, and Ekosi is 20. Remember, Is is 1. Enna and Is also could be Is here. That Is, Enna or Is. Well, I'm not sure to do this. Maybe I'll have to do it for the next, figure out these few mistakes or errors when our omissions and added for in the next chapter 8 at the beginning. Senaa, sons of Senaa, Triskili, tribes, 3,000. Enna, 9, Kosi, 100, and Triah, 30 people. The Iaris, Hiero, comes from that hieroglyphics, hero, Iris. Sons of Iodae, in the Ikon Isu, Enna Kosi, 900. Ebdomi Kontatris, Ebdomi, 70. So I got to add that Ebdomi for the 7. No, I'm sorry, I got that. Do I have that for 7? Epta, Ebdomi. Okay, another one. I should highlight that. 70, Ebdomi. Let's do there, Ebdomi. Got that down. Sons of Amir, Heli, 1,000, Pentikonta, 50, Theo, 2. Sons of Fasiur, Heli, 1,000, Theakosii, 200, and Tessera, 40, Epta, 7. Sons of Iram, 1,000, Heli, Decas, 10, Epta, 7, 17. Sons of the Levites, sons of Isu, Jesus, Joshua, Isu, the son of Kadmiel, with the sons of Othuiah, Ebdomi Konta Tesseris, Ebdomi is again, that's the 7, so 70 with the Konta. Tesseris is 4, 74. The singers, sons of Asaph, 100, Ekaton, Tessera Konta Okto, Tessera is 40, Tessera Konta, and 8. The gatekeepers, sons of Salum, sons Atir, of Atir, sons Telmon, sons Akuv, sons Atita, sons of Savi, Ekaton, 100, Tria Konta Okto, Tria, 3, Kontas, 30, then Okto, 8. The Nethanim, the workers in the temple, sons Siah, sons of Siah, sons Asifah, sons of Tabaoth, sons of Kiras, sons of Siaiah, sons of Fadom, sons of Lavanah, sons Agavah, sons Selmai, sons Anan, sons of Gadil, sons Gair, sons of Ra'aiah, sons of Rason, sons of Nekodah, sons of Gazim, sons of Ozah, sons of Phesi, sons of Visi, sons of Minon, sons of Nephosai, sons Vakvuk, sons of Ahipha, sons of Arur, sons of Vasaloth, sons of Midah, sons of Adasah, sons of Vakue, sons of Sisara, sons of Thema, sons of Nisiah, sons of Atifah, sons of the bondman, Solomontos of Solomon, sons of Sotai, Sutai, sons of Sapharat, sons of Feridah, sons of Elah, sons of Thorkon, sons of Gadael, sons of Saphatiah, sons of Atil, sons of Faharoth, sons of Zavain, sons of Ammon. See wherever the Arisis, you split the two vowels and you pronounce each one. Instead of normally it would be Savain, but it's pronounced Savain. All the Nathanim and the sons of the bondmen of Solomontos, Triakosi, 300. And then Neakonta Theo is 90, and then the Theo 2. And these ascended from Thelmeleth, Thelasar, and these are places, Haruv, Ethan, Amir, and they were not able to identify the houses of their paternal families. And their sperma, sperm, are if they are from Israel. So there are some people that weren't sure. The sons of Dalaiah, the sons Toviah, the sons of Nekodah, 600 and Exakosi, Tessera conta Theo, Tessera is 42, and from the Iareon priests, hieroglyphics again, sons of Iyah, sons. Now, see, this is not a real diphthong. Iota alpha is not a diphthong. Alpha iota is, but not iota alpha. So it's you pronounce each of these vowels, even though they're next to each other. You pronounce them separately. There's three. Evia, sons of Akos, sons of Verzalai, who took from the daughters of Verzalai the Gileadite, for a wife, and was called by their name. These sought a graph, a record of their own synodias, and it was not found, and they were thrust away from the priesthood. So this was all mainly had to do with who were going to become priests. Now, here is an interesting thing. Here in 65, we have, and said Arthasasta. Well, now, Arthasasta here appears, this is kind of a little bit confusing. The other one is Atersasta, and they're used in different places. And Atharsasta is mentioned as the king earlier, and people think it was Artaxerxes, but in Esther, Artaxerxes is spelled out in the Greek, but the Arthasasta, I believe, is a ruler, and so here the Arthasasta. Now, Atersasta also, and the Eldine has this one, Atersasta, but the Complutensian has Arthasasta as the use for the king. So, and the Arthasasta said to them that they should not eat from the Holy of the Holies, and that would have been Nehemiah, the Arthasasta, until a priest should rise up to the illuminations and the perfections. Now, this is the only place these Greek words appear together in the Bible, and we're probably talking about the Urim and the Thummim, and the Urim and the Thummim were mentioned back in Exodus 28:30, the first mention, and the Urim and the Thummim, which these probably were, some tied to the breastplate of the priest. Nobody knows exactly what they were in particular, but they were tied to the breastplate. And one place mentions that these formed the medium through which the high priest ascertained the will of Jehovah or Yahweh in the regard to any important matter affecting the theocracy. But apparently these priests did not have the illuminations, and also called the logion, is the breastplate, the logion. You can study that. It's all in Ezekiel 28. And all the ecclesia, iglesia in Spanish, the church or the gathering, in one accord as for myriades. Now we got another word. Myrias is 10,000. 4 10,000s. I guess I could have put 4 10,000. And 2,000. The skilii. Now we got 1,000, 2,000, 4 10,000, and 2,000. So the S could either be there or not, I suppose. And tria kosii, and that's 3 tria, and the kosii is 100. And exi konta, X is it here with the konta, makes it 60 beside their bondland. So there was 410,000 is 42,360 people that were mentioned here, I guess, in the people coming back. Besides their bondmen, I believe, another place that, and these were, 7,000, so about 50,000. These were eptakiskilii. The epta is 7 again. Kis, eptakiskilii. So the 1,000 is eptakiskilii. Triakosii, 300. And triakonta, 30. And epta, 7. And male singers and female singers, 200. And tessarakonta pente. Tessera, 40, with the onta makes it 40, and 5 pente. Their horses, eptakosii, 700. 36. Mules, 245. Kameli is a transliteration. A kameli, a camel. 435. A donkey, 6,720. That's a lot of donkeys. And from a portion of the heads of the Patreon, they gave for the work to the arthasasta. Now here we got it again. Have that same word, and arthasasta appears in both the Aldine and the Complutensian. So, which makes me to believe at the beginning it's not Artaxerxes. It's the ruler at that time, which was probably Darius. So they gave for the treasure, thesavron, thesaurus, treasure of words, 1,000 helias, drachmas of gold, and 50 pentikonta, the konta is 50 bowls, and robes for the priests, pentakosias, so penta is 5, and the kosia is 100. The triakonta is a konta, so it makes it 30. And from the heads of the Patreon, they gave into the thesavrus for the ergu, the work ergonomics comes from that. Krisu, a numisma, sorry. Numismatics is a study of coins, comes from that. 10,000, so there's the there's the myriadus, another way of, it's a declined word, myriadus, if it would be the object instead of the subject. It's the subject myrias, the 10,000 men, but here they gave the 2,000. And 2,200 silver argiriu. We have the word country Argentina, comes from the argiriu. Minas, Minas. It's only was one vowel. That's where the accent goes. Minas, Mina is in the singular. And coffee shop. Just met a young girl. I think it was a girl yesterday. Name was Mina. Felt like telling her, study about your name. The Skilias, 2,000. And the Akosias is 100. Kilias is 1,000. And the rest of the people gave Theo to Myriadus 10,000s of drachmas of gold and 2,000 silver minas. And stolas, we have a stole, word that was used. My mother wore a stole. It's like a shawl, something that goes over your shoulders. It keeps you warm. And 76. Exi konta was 60 and 67. I don't know what I just said, but 67. And the priests settled in their cities, and then there's parentheses, and the Levites and the gatekeepers and the singers and the ones from the people and the Nethanim and all Israel in their cities. So all these people in the letters, he reads all the people that first came. Now we go more towards the spiritual end when Ezra arrives and takes his, does what the priestly position that he has, and we'll find out about Ezra and what he reads and everything in the scroll of the law in the 8th chapter, next video seminar, and I hope you'll join us in it. God bless.